A pleasant day again to each and everyone. The last day of our class will be on January 23 of 2021. And so we will have to fast track our lesson. Now, statistics, elementary statistics, statistics and probability, and other higher statistics is finished. So, in our previous meeting, I told you that our mathematics in the modern world consists of different branches of mathematics. So, we have already finished one book in statistics. And now, we are ready for accounting, and that is finance. And so please, again, have a knowledge of finance so that they will not fool you, most especially in finding the interest of a certain amount. So this accounting has something to do with the life of a certain individual. Just 1 week ago, our Polaris, because I am connected with the Wi-Fi of Polaris, there are some discrepancy that I saw. So I called for the Polaris, and then they settle what is wrong in that certain collection they want to collect from me. So this is regarding accounting. So we are now on finance. So if we talk of finance, this is about money. So I will show you on how to compute for an interest of a borrowed money monthly, daily, quarterly, semi-annually, or annually. So please take a look at our example now about finance. Interest, amount paid for a borrowed capital. So I am a family of farmer, wherein I should know how much borrowed by my late father before. So you, as a student, you should know and show to them so that they will not fool you if you borrow a money. So that is the definition of interest, amount paid for a borrowed capital. We have two kinds of interest. Simple interest, directly proportional to the principal rate of interest and length of time. So meaning, this interest is what you have agreed. And there are type of interest. The second is compound interest. This compound interest, if you did not pay it on that certain date, and then there is what we call another computation for that. So, yun ang sinasabi nila, magkakaanak ang pera. So, we call it compounded interest. So, compound interest, interest after a period is added to the length of principal, where the sum of which become the principal for the next period, and so on. So, if you borrowed money, you should know if they tell it compounded, because if you did not pay that in that certain date, and then it will again prolong. So that is compounded interest. So we have here now simple interest. The equation is I, principal, rate, and time. So I is for interest earned at the end of the time. P, borrowed amount of principal. R, rate of simple interest. Then T, time, length of time or year. As I've told you, the time is daily, monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, or annually. So, where S amount for future value of P, S plus S is equal to principal plus I. And so, you will have to compute the interest plus the borrowed amount. So, that is what we call future amount that you should pay to a person you have borrowed. So, that is what we mean. And the equation is S is equal to P, principal plus the interest that you borrowed. So, I is equal to principal plus PRT. So, future amount plus the, this is what we call constant plus the rate and time. So, that is. So, if you have what we call clarification, I would like to see our module on tele-education, site ISU, City of Ilagan. Now, so the example, determine the simple interest of 500 pesos borrowed at the rate of 10% for 1/2 year. So, just a 500 amount. And then you settle it within a 6 months because annually we have 6 months. Now, so given the principal 500 at 10% rate, and then for 1/2 year because that is 6 months. So the solution equation or formula I is equal to principal rate and time. So I substitution 500. What is the interest? Okay, 10%. So 10% you just change that to decimal, moving the decimal point 2 places to the right. So that is 1, 2. So that is 10 hundredths. And how about 6 months? So that is 1/2 year. So that is 0.5. 1 divided by 2, so that is 0.5. So just multiply 500 times 0.10 times 0.5. So that is 25. So how much you should return now to the person whom you borrowed? So we have S plus I. So we have principal times the interest. So we have 525. So that is how we compute it. Okay, summary of simple interest formula. So these are now the formula of simple interest. So please refer it to your module in our tele-education. Now, computing for the time. How long would it take 20 to earn 3 if we agreed rate is 10% per year? Simple interest. So again, using the simple interest, I is equal to PRT. So principal 20 pesos only, rate of 10%, time 1 year, and then interest of, we have an amount of 3. Okay, so an interest of 3 now, because the equation is, we are finding for the simple interest. So that is now 3 over 20, 10%. So please convert percent to 0.10 so that you could proceed to the answer. So 3 over 20 times 0.10. So 3 divided by 2, so that is 1.5. So that is 1.5. So meaning, from 3 pesos, 150. That is only 150. So that is, so T is equal to I over PR. So T is 1.5. That is I over PR. So I over PR. That is T. So 1.5. So this is now the time. How long would it take 20 to earn 3 if the agreed rate is 10% per year? Simple interest. So, 1 year and 6 months. 2. How much must be inverted to earn an interest of 100 at the rate of 10% per year simple interest for 1 year? Okay. So, we are finding for the principal. So, principal is interest divided by the rate and time. So, from that 100 now, so, convert 10% to 0.10. So, 100, substitution, 1, then 0.10. So, you will multiply 1 from 10. So, 100 divided by 0.10. So, how much? It is 1,000. So, the principal is 1,000. Okay. So, I know I have a student which name is Philip. So, it's not you. It's just an example. So, the name of the borrower is Philip. So, Philip bonus borrowed 1,500 for 2 years and 6 months. So, 2.5. With the interest at 9%, how much does he give at the end of that time? Now, given 1,500, the principal, 2 years and 6 months at the rate of 9%. So, since it is future amount, so S is equal to the principal times constant 1, then rate and time, where 9 is 0.09. So, as I have told you, in rate, you should convert that to decimal. So, this is how we solve it now. So, 2 years and 6 months, 1 year over 12 months. So, how much? So, they are 2.5 years. Because 2 years and 6 months. So, 2.5. So, substitution now from our given equation. So, S is equal to the principal 1,500, then constant 1, then the rate of 0.09, then the time. So, we add 1 from, we multiply 0.09 from 2.5, so it is 0.225. We add it 1.225 and then multiply from 1,500, so how much is the future amount? So that is 1,837.5. Two kinds of simple interest. Ordinary simple interest, number of days per year, 360. Exact simple interest, number of days per year, 365. So that is the two types of interest. Two ways of computing the time. Approximate time, 30 days. Exact time, actual number of days. So I will show you how to compute the number of, how to compute the time so that they will not fool you, most especially if you borrow a money. Okay. Find the number of days from March 20, 1992 to November 16, 1992. So given March 20, 1992, November 18, 1992, required number of days, solution. So for an exact time, so you start from March 20. So 20, we have 31 days. So we subtract 20 from 31, so we have 11 days. And then from April, we have 30 days. May, we have 30 days. June, 30 days. July, 31 days. August, 31 days. September, 30 days. October, 31 days. November. And then since that is from November 16, so from 1 to 16, we have only 60 days. So the sum up of that, we have 241 days. Approximate time. Okay, the year 1992, then that is November 16, and then January, February, March, so that is March 20. Okay, so we subtract it. So 11 minus 3. Okay, first from the number of days, 16 minus 20, it cannot be. You borrowed 1 month from 11. So it will become 10. So plus 30. 16 plus 30 to make it 46. So 1 month, 30 days plus, so 30 plus 16, that is equal to 46 days. Okay, 46 days minus 20, that is 36 days. So this is already 10 because you borrow 1 month. So that is 10 now. 10 minus 3 is 7 months. And then that is already 46 minus 20 to make it 26. So 7 month and 26 days. So 7 month plus 26. So this is how we compute it. So 7 month. Okay. So 30 days over 1 month plus 26 days. So 7 times 30 is 210 plus this is plus 26. So we have 236 days. So from exact we have 241. From the approx we have 236 days. Why? And this is approximate and this is exact time. So if you borrow, you use exact time. But if you are the lender, you use approximate because 236. So you will win. So you know. So if you are a borrower, use exact time. But if you are the one that you are the capitalist, you use approximate time to make it 236 days. Okay, so this is now another lesson when we use annuity. This is now another lesson when we use annuity. So that is a lesson that we should know. That is already a lesson that you know about finance, and then our next lesson is about annuity. So that's all for that certain lesson.